All right, my friends, it's time for the end of season awards. Last chance for you to put in your prediction. I'm going to roll the intro and I'm going to scroll up and we're going to be there. And then we'll do our draw and then transfers. Oh my. All right, my friends, I didn't think we were going to have this episode, to be honest with you, because I thought we were going to get knocked out of the Champions League in 4th place or 3rd and then, maybe Europa League. I guess I didn't think that far ahead. So, okay. Doolin has been added to our best 11. Good for him. That's the only real change. So you still have Gary Hayes-Ward as our best striker, and Elaine. I think this is harsh on Seddon and Frame, although Frame probably hasn't been here long enough. Maybe Seddon not as well. Thompson's still doing better than Amir. Amir hasn't been here long. Oh no, he's on the bench. Thompson was big, right, for a long time. Harry White, Paul Russell still there. McPherson. How is McPherson? Is he still around? He's playing in League One with Portsmouth still. Worth $6.5 million. Theoretically, not sure if they would get that, but he's still kicking on. Good for him. 29 years old. Russell, still with he's on loan at Bolton. So we sold him. No, he's on loan at Plymouth. Sold him to Bolton for $475. I think we're doing all right. He's 6'5", 9. Not the best, you could say. Mallow's not playing, is he? I mean, he is, but he's not in a league we've got loaded. So pretty much the same thing. And Gary Hayes-Ward. Oh, that's right. Reminder, still with us under 19, studying for his national A, because of course he is. All right. End of season awards. Sweeney with 49% of the vote. And then Errol at left back, where he's training but hasn't played there a ton. And then Amir. All three of those are surprising to me. All three of those are surprising to me. I mean, 21 and 8. Amir's sitting there going like, I got 23 and 14. What's up? Now, to be fair, he's got 9 in the league. He has 3 in the Champions League with 3 assists. He has 1 on 2 subs. I'm not. Whatever. I'm not really understanding any of that. And then Errol, that is a surprise. All right, signing the season, Errol. I would, even though his value is less, but in terms of potential ability, right? Like, he's still a good buy. I just think that's kind of surprising. And then young player of the season. So they give it, although Sweeney is young too, right? So I'm not understanding any of that voting right there. Team of the season, McElroy, Amir, who's not here, and then Sweeney more than Bengala, which is shots fired there. Seddon here in the attacking midfield role. Farid and Devlin. Errol, Horgan, Maloney, and Doolin, even though usually these guys are flipped over there. As you can see, domination. 77% full, and they won't expand. I mean, I guess maybe you have to have a couple seasons 100% before they will, but it's like, guys, we could bring that average up if we could sell tickets to our Champions League games. I'm just saying. 2025. Why do we care about the 2025? Because it's been almost 8 seasons? Harry White. Remember him? How you doing, Harry White? You're playing in the championship. Not really. You're not really even playing, mate. You had a chance with us, buddy. You had a chance with us. You could have been here. Janadu is with St. Johnstone still as a backup, and you could see why. We've already looked at the other ones, and everybody else is retired and whatever. Right, everybody's loving life. The team winning the league is a particular highlight. How about topping the Champions League group with Tottenham and Real Madrid and Zenit? That wouldn't be the major highlight? Are you serious? All right, my friends, let's hop forward to the draw. We get $1.8 million in unallocated match prize money, divided up amongst teams based on the number of wins. Number of wins, baby. That's right. We had them. Oh, let's go check on the. Did anybody else? Because there was a couple teams that were in the same 18-point range as us. Chelsea, no. Dortmund, no. Monaco, no. Man City, also no. Schalke, no. Milan, no. PSG, no. We are the literally only team to win all 6 games with a +9 goal differential. We'll take it. We'll take it, boys. All right, my friends. It's the draw. Can we get an easy one? Can we get an easy one? Oh, look at the seeded teams that we're with. Monaco, Chelsea, Man City, PSG, Dortmund, Milan, Schalke. Yes. Okay, we don't... Who are the... Okay, they're all good. I don't think there's... I don't think it really matters. But we have proven we can play with anybody. It's getting down there. Braga would be good. We get SC Braga. I feel like that would be good. Let's see. Are they better than Benfica? They are the second place team. Benfica is the top team. So they've kind of... But Benfica traditionally has been better. Braga has like worked their way up there. But I mean, if you had to choose, that's a pretty good choice, if you ask me. I mean, we already beat up on Real Madrid. Maybe that'd be a good one. Something about we probably couldn't be in. But, after, we just played them. I'm sure that's a rule that you're like, how could you not know that? And if you're new to the channel for some reason and you're watching episode 200 and whatever this is, 8 or 9, and you're like, how does that guy not know this? Like, just get used to it. So when did we play them? February 15th. It just showed me, didn't it? 15th and the 7th. When did the season actually start? Okay, so we're going to have to play some league games. I will leave as soon as the Champions League stuff is over. I think. Right? That's the plan, right? I'm going to go change shirts now because we're going to have... It's going to be a different day that I record to do all the transfer stuff. But that's all that's going to be on this episode, and then we'll play the knockout stage. And we'll get through, because of course we will. All right, my friends. This is not the part of the video where you're expecting it to be like that. Yeah, there's no getting around it, is there? We've lost another center back to a release clause. I tried to take care of that before it became a thing, and they're like, nah, I'm not. I want to go to the big time. So, my friends, we have lost. Oh, it doesn't even show it. That's tragic. Thomas Maloney. For 11 million, to be fair, right? Like, only the, second most expensive player to ever be sold out of Ireland. And he's gone to Tottenham at 65K a week on a rotation contract. So you kind of go like, well, I don't really blame him for wanting to go. Again, I told you a while back he was tagged as a wonder kid. That's just kind of sad, to kind of end that way. And for Tottenham, obviously, they pay 11 million for a guy, and he's worth 30.5. Now that's probably because his wages are ridiculous, but it's good for Ireland, I would say. But it's just kind of sad, really. It's just kind of sad. Let's see. We are loaning out, I think. We're selling Evan Aitken to Sheffield United for 1.8 million, assuming he wants to go. We've turned down... Oh, he's rejected the contract from Bohemians. Steven? Actually, no, I rejected it. Because of that. Because Steven he's not a wonder kid. He's not ambitious, which isn't great. But he has a chance to actually be like the, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th best center back. Frank is on the decline. Ali is kind of our backup left back as well. He and Frank kind of share that duty. So it's like Horgan and Ali going to be starting in the middle. Maybe Daryl Devine, but Steven could get in the mix there. So I canceled that. I forgot when I was telling you about, let's go look at the release players. Releasing Ross and Michael and Richie. Right, Ross, good luck, mate. Have a good one. He's wanted. Go get picked up. Birmingham and Huddersfield. That's a tad surprising. What about Michael Pierce? He's wanted. Cork's okay. Clubs in our range. I'm hoping Richie gets picked up. He's a decent enough keeper. I was trying to release him so he could go do his own thing. Maybe we should have kept him and then loaned him out for free. I don't know. But when we decided to cut these two players, I forgot that I had already purchased Alec Wilson. So this softens the blow a little bit because my friends, we got it for 1.6 million. Wonder Kid, midfielder. So I was trying to stock up the, you go here, right? He's still behind Devlin by a good amount. And Steven Seddon and Jason Bird. So, like, we've got a strong midfield now, I feel like. I think that's a good trade. To get a 20-year-old, he turns 21 in September, so almost at the end of the season. So, like, he is a young kid. Look at that face. Got some big old lips there. Gets forward whenever possible, dictates tempo, avoids using his weaker foot, doesn't dive into tackles. So he's definitely not a defensive option with an 8 on tackling and not diving in. But, it still hurts. Maloney still hurts. I'm kind of glad I'm not continuing the save because it's like, yay. Tottenham's getting their revenge, I guess, against us for, dominating them in the Champions League. I was going to go look at our group. I can't remember what group we're in. Yeah, because we knocked them out. So they're like, we're going to go buy one of your players. Fine. We paid out 7 million euros to shareholders out of profits, which is crazy. 3.9 million in taxes on a 31.29 million taxable profits. I don't understand. Our main kit sponsor continues to drop. It's down to 160K from 210. We are in the Champions League knockout, my friends. I don't understand. But overall sponsorship is up from 307 to 407, which also I'm not understanding. I guess we picked up, maybe it was this. It's like this dropped 50K and yet we went up 100K. So maybe it's just really bad rounding, because that should be, if we're making up the full difference, it'd be 130K. Unless one of these is new. I don't know. Maybe that's a new. Maybe those two combined. Who knows? Our broadcast revenues were up from 1.43 million to 1.62 million. We're on TV more often, Champions League group stage and such. Corporate and hospitality down from 767K to 624K. Sorry that I'm just kind of doing this dry and it's not like I don't have a fancy graphic for you. Matchday commercial down from 276 to 244K, which I don't understand. You would think making a run in the Champions League group stage and selling those places out, you would think. The biggest surprise out of all this, besides Maloney going, were our top kits sold. Number 1, Amir. I guess he's the fans player of the season, that's why. Then Steven Seddon, then Devlin, then Sweeney, and last, for the first time making the list, Dempsey, our vice captain, goalkeeper. We were able to finagle new youth facilities out of the board. They didn't want to. I think they didn't want to do it. It was 4.4 million. I was like, boys, come on. Ireland's down to 34th in the world. Bengala was named in the African 11 best 11 of the year and won African midfielder of the year. Come on, son. Sweeney wins Irish player of the year on the national team, which is surprising, and also won the Irish young player of the year. Patrick Slavin joined the Irish best 11. Sorry, I got my spreadsheet here if you haven't picked up on that. Best 11. David Doyle made the bench, and Danny L'Anson is in the starters as well at midfield. So he's come right in and kind of solidified a spot in the midfield. Amir, my friends. Oh, it's already gone. It's already gone. Averaged total a 7.8 in 34 total appearances and broke the average rating record. Now, that's not including the friendlies, right? That's 15. Yeah. So just in the League Cup and Continental, 7.8. Frame had the previous record at 7.58, and I think he beat Gary Hayes Ward by 0.01 last time. So that's a big jump for Amir. Quite the big jump. I brought you back early. It's not the end of the transfer window, but we're doing a Frank the Tank testimonial, my friends. Frank the Tank. Let's go. I'm going to hop forward now to do that. I don't think anything else is really going to happen in the transfer window. So I'm like, if I'm going to show you a game today, it's definitely going to be Frank's testimonial. Like, come on. I don't know anything about testimonials other than it actually offered this up. It was like, hey, do you want to do a testimonial? And I was like, yes. So let's look. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Do they have to be a certain age? I thought somebody told me once it was like after 10 years. Maybe it's after 10 years and 30. I don't know. And I don't know anything about real life testimonials aside that like players come back, whatever, like former players come back sometimes to play. But I don't know, like, am I supposed to sub him off? Is he supposed to go the full 90? He's going to go the full 90 because I have no idea what I'm doing. But we're apparently going to play St. Pat's for Erich's testimonial. Let's go! I just love this. Pay tribute to Frank Erich when they play St. Pat's. An especially arranged testimonial on Wednesday. Now in his 12th year with Cabo, having played 468 games, the match will be a fitting tribute to a Cabinteely stalwart. Really kind of the beginning of our like growth as a club. Like he was one of the first, I think. Anthony O'Reilly, Tony Byrne, Nick Robinson, Mallow Elaine, Sean Flynn, and Jack Thompson. Jack Thompson's still around. He's playing for Queen's Park on a free. Have agreed to make an appearance. I know I'm more excited about him, but like, okay. Oh, O'Reilly's available. He's not very good. He's available. I guess that's why. Tony Byrne still hanging out with Real Valladolid. Nick Robinson. Oh, on a free, lads. You shouldn't have left. You could be playing in the Champions League knockout stage. Mallow still with. Oh, he's changed. Did he change? He was. No, he's not changed. I was thinking this was his club, but that was the former club. Sean Flynn, who we just sold, who's on a rotation contract and not playing. So he's like, oh, I guess I might as well come back. Is a well-known name for football fans across Europe. Made his senior debut in the DFB Pokal, playing for Altonaar VC Von 1893 against Grutherfurt on August 15, 2021. Scored his first senior goal for them as well in 2022. Made his Ireland debut against Israel in March 2028. Gone on to make 48 appearances and score 2 goals for his country. 24 months remaining on his 4.9K deal at Grey Hair Gaming Arena. Oh, I just love Frank. I just love Frank. 2022. I just want to go back and look. Was he? Look how far back we have to go. Goodness me. September. He came on a free. Okay, we did pay for Harvey Gilmore. He was all right. We paid for Gavin Wilkinson. Obviously did quite well for the club, right? 75 goals and 138 appearances, 1 every 2. Simon Madden. Not my favorite. Glad you retired afterwards. And Gary Hayes Ward. So I guess you could argue he was part of the first really good class that we had, right? Because everything else was kind of like, we got a loan, like, not a lot going on there. Man, there's some names back there. I'm going to have so much fun going back and looking at this. But you got Gary Hayes Ward coming in after Frank, who comes in after Gavin. That was kind of like our first, we are bolstering. We spent $250,000. We are bolstering the club. Oh, it was so good. We got Daniel Thompson for $425. I just want to point that out. Oh man, I'm gonna get distracted here. Paid 425 euros for him. Look at that. Look at this. I mean, look at the ratings. Look at the ratings, my friends. Woo. Harry White for 79K has been a value. Anyway, let's get back to where we were. It just makes me happy. We also have Ali Errol is not happy because Braga and everybody else, look at the people that want him. And I'm like, nope, you got a 10 million. Somebody's going to come in and spend 10 million. I can feel it. But here we go, I guess. I am going to take you. I will get us to the end of the transfer window by the end of this episode. I promise you that. It's just going to take me a while. Oh, yeah. Another center back's out, injured. Great. All right, my friends. Here we go. I guess I have to start him, don't I? That would be weird. That would be weird if I didn't start him. Forget about that. We're going to put Lubos up top. I think he's got a chance to be our leader this year. 20 years old. It's tough. It's tough going. You gotta You got to take your chances when you're up top. Dempsey's got a tight groin, so Ellis is going to get the start today. Oh my. They're on my team. I didn't know that. Oh, hold on. Let me go fix that. So I'm not sure if this is a bug or what. You'll notice O'Reilly and Byrne without clubs. It's like it's saying they don't know anything about their positions. Byrne is a pressing forward. That's like his best position. This should be green up here. And when I right click, oh, I did it earlier. Oh, I just dropped 2 players. I didn't mean to do that. When I right click, it goes away. If I right click on a player that's not involved, it goes away. Lots weird. Lots weird, my friends. So, harkening back to the good old days, sorry, Robinson and Thomason and Mallow. You're not really my favorites. Sean Flynn's going to get the start next to Erich. The old partnership with O'Reilly in the attacking midfielder role. And Tony Bird up top. I love it. I love it. Come on, boys. This is exciting. I've never done a testimonial. Yay. Hold on. Checking things. Checking things. Here we go. Here we go. Give him the match he deserves. That's right, boys. Hold on. I want to see if I can say... do you get to say something specific to Frank? Is that a... Show me why you should be in the team, players that aren't on my team. There's no pressure on you tonight, mate. Go enjoy yourself. Go enjoy it. We're not going to play attacking. We're going to play positive. Everybody chill out. We got a bunch of players in the squad that don't know what they're doing. We are working on match fitness, but I'm willing to take a game off for match fitness for some of the players, right? Like, obviously, we still have Amir and Bengala in and all that kind of stuff. But that's a good time. That's a good time. Honoring Frank the freaking tank. Doolin. Seddon. What's he got? He's got Bengala. Can he get it to Byrne? No, he gets it to Seddon. They don't know these players. Doolin, he's like, I don't know if you're going to make the run. Chips it over, tries to get it to Amir. Devlin! Smashes it home. Smashes it home. Atherton apparently causes the goal because it's highlighting his name. We don't need to watch all this. I wanted you to be here for this experience. Look at that roster. Tony Byrne leading the line, pressing forward. Anthony O'Reilly, who didn't want to join us. How's your career worked out, Anthony? That's what I would tell him. That's what I would tell him. Hope you've liked it at, what was it, Dundalk? Erich plays it back like a pro. Oh, yes. I feel bad for Sean Flynn. Like, he was on a first-team contract, and they just weren't playing him, you know? Like, well, sorry, bro. At least you're getting paid whatever it was, like $21.5 grand. Like, hey. It's like, if you gotta not play, at least you're getting paid ridiculous amounts of money. O'Reilly. Seddon. Oh, McClellan makes the run. Cross it. Oh, was that a cross? That was a Schrosh cross shot. A Schrosh? Is that what they call it? A crot? Let's see. Did it deflect? Yeah, it did deflect. But Tony Byrne, ever present, collects it, my friends. Way to go. No one's here. Nobody is here. Shame on the fans. I just realized that. Shame on the fans. You got a testimonial for Frank Erich, one of the best players at the club, or like in the club's history. Not currently best player. Team captain for like ages, and one of the beginning wave of our dominance in Ireland. Shame on them. Shame. Shame. Like that gif of the late shame. Shame. The ratings are poor. Tony Byrne. Still doing it. Still doing it, my friends. Still doing it. Keep it going. All right, let's bring in some players. McElroy's coming in for Bengala because Bengala's not exactly lighting it up, my friends. Sean Flynn, thanks, mate. Thank you so much for coming. We are going to bring in Stephen Moore. That's right. The young lad gets an appearance. Daniel Thompson. They've got the connection. Right? And then we're going to take O'Reilly out because, well, I mean, it's more like, hey, I appreciate you coming. I do. Now we got to get players in that know what they're doing. We're going to leave Tony. No, we're not going to leave Tony Bird on. We're going to say thanks, Tony. Maybe, here's what we'll do. I got a plan, lads. I got a plan. We're talking. This is a super important game. That's why I'm doing this. I know you're like, why are you doing this? Here's what we're going to do. Okay? Now that the kickoff has happened, we're going to take Tony off so he can get his applause from the crowd. That's right, my friends. And we're going to put McElroy. We're going to switch him. And we're going to put Sweeney there. There we go. So, you know, because it's Tony Bird, right? You come back. You don't want to come off at halftime like those other guys, right? Amir, it's fine. Bengala, that's fine. Like, they're part of the team. They're fine with it. But you want to get Tony Bird like, hey, Tony, thanks for coming, Tony. Hey, Sean Flynn, maybe could have done that, but, you know, 1 minute into the game, into the second half. That's what I would do. For the not capacity crowd, disappointed, man. That is, like, if there's a way you could influence crowd decisions like that, I'd be like, I was really disappointed that a guy that's been here 12 years has been our team captain for, like, I don't know, 8 of them or something like that, couldn't get everybody to come out to support his testimonial, to pack out the stadium. That was really disappointing. I know it's preseason and it's cold, okay? I know it's not exactly tropical weather in Ireland in January, but come on. Frank the Tank came here despite the fact that it's not tropical weather in Ireland in January, okay? Okay? McElroy. Paul Frame. That's very nice. That's very nice. We'll take it. Keeper kind of, you know, could have done better. But we'll take it. We'll take it. Come on, boys. I'd really love if Steven Senna could actually learn the advanced playmaker role, considering we've been playing him there a lot. Quinn. Ooh. Doink. Doolin. Devlin. Of course, I'm going to have to leave some of the guys on that I wouldn't normally leave on for 90 minutes in a preseason game because we've rotated out those other players. It's fine. I'd really like to get Frank a penalty. If we get a penalty, Frank is taking it. That is a given, my friends. A given. Moore is complacent. Mate, you were trying to earn a spot to be like our 4th best center back or whatever it was. You might care a little more. I'm just gonna make that argument. Just a fuzz more. Well, he's playing well, but I don't want him getting damaged. So, Ali, who's really upset with us. Come on in, mate. He's also a wonder kid. We're pretty good, apparently, now at buying players and them being wonder kids. Of course, that raises their profile, and then they get snatched away from us, and the club won't expand the stadium to make up for it. Not that would make up for it, but you know what I'm saying. Doolin. Oh, cheeky turn there, Sweeney. He's waiting for Doolin to overlap. Come on, Doolin. Wake up, brother. Wake up, brother. What? You make the overlap. I mean, I know you're on support because of it's positive, not attacking. There he is. He showed up eventually. Pings it across. Come on. I really want a penalty. Hopefully you're watching this cheering for a penalty as well. Somebody go down. Dive, lads. Oh, what if that was a team instruction? Dive more. That's a pretty good idea, I think. Because you'd have the risk, right, of getting cards, but like every so often, decision-making, I want my highest decision-making player to dive more. So that he dives at the correct time, the most likely time to lead to a penalty. You know what I'm saying? I know you could clap Frank off and sub him off, but I already used all my subs, so. Yeah. All right, Frank. Let's go win the Champions League, brother. Okay? Thanks for playing. All right. You know, I just realized that the transfer window closes in mid-February for domestic, but the international window closes in like early March. So we're gonna call it here. We have gotten past some issues. Fresno Bengala had a club. I honestly cannot remember who it was. I was just declining everything. And they were offering like up to like with all the bonuses and whatever, it was like 18.75 million, but no minimum fee buyout, my friends. Ali's still an unhappy camper. Milan. Okay, he wants to go on loan to Milan. Is that, or he's just happy I didn't let him leave? I'm just looking to see when the transfer windows close for all these places, so that, like, you know, once the interest for the other club goes away and they're like, oh yeah, I'm happy to stay, immediate offering a contract. So January 18th, March 31st. That's interesting. Okay, maybe there's something I don't understand, but like, why is he still? I guess they're interested in general. They're just interested in general. So we're trying to avoid that. Who's interested in Jason Byrne? Western Sydney Wanderers. Yeah, that's not the right accent. I did turn down, or it was, I think the same club offered like 1.7 rising to 2.8, but it was like after 50 league appearances and 10 international appearances, which was not going to happen for Daniel Thompson. And I kind of like that we spent $425 on him, and he's been here so long. So maybe he'll get a testimonial when we're not here. That's how we are, my friends. That's how we are. We've gotten Stephen Moore some friendlies. He's on a 715 and falling apart. Excellent. And that's where we're going to end today's episode. Make sure you hit the like button. I really appreciate the support as we wrap this series up. Again, if you're still here at this point in the episode, there will be a time. You can add it to this one, and I'll try and go back to look at all the comments. But, like, what do you want to see at the very, very end? Do you want 5 years? Do you want 10 years into the future? Do you want both? What do you want to see as we do the final episode or two? I might, if it goes long, we might have to do 2 episodes. So let me know about that, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.